In this video, we're going to talk about how representation actually works and how you as a for sale by owner might be able to seek some insight as to what you can and cannot do in the process, since you are representing yourself and you don't have a listing agent to lean on to ask questions along in the process. Hi, I'm Ashley Molinex, creator of For Sale by Owner DIY, where I help homeowners to sell their home on their own through providing the support and education that they need to do so with absolute confidence. When we talk about selling your home on your own, you have to understand that when you have a buyer come to you and present an offer, or when you have a buyer's agent come to you to represent an offer, that party is there for their best interest. So be mindful of what you say and what you share to buyers and buyers agents in regards to what you, the homeowner, the seller who's selling their home on their own, is willing and not willing to do. For example, let's say a buyer's agent asks you, what are you as a homeowner looking for? Or what would be the bottom line that you're expecting in an offer? My recommendation is that you simply say, present your best offer. Don't give hints or tips to the buyer or buyer's agent as to what you do and do not want, or what you're expecting or not expecting from that offer, because you could cut yourself short. You could slip up and say, well, I listed it at $260,000. Realistically, I'm expecting $245,000, because they're going to take that and they're going to run with it, because they're asking these questions to you for their best interest. The goal of the buyer is to save as much money as possible. So put your poker face on, and when you're asked specific questions, it's okay to simply let the other side, the buy side, know that they just need to put their best foot forward, and that you will review the offer and proceed through the process if you like the offer presented to you. Another thing I want to highlight is if you have a question along the way in reference to there's an amendment attached to this offer and the buyer is asking me to replace the HVAC system. If there's a way you want it worded, or if you are not willing to replace the HVAC system and you want to counter that with, I will credit the buyer $3,000 at the closing table to go towards repairs, but I'm not willing to replace a new one, you do have to put that in writing, which means you do have to counter that amendment that was attached to the offer presented to you. So who do you talk to when you need some guidance on how to counter amendments and requests, or even when a request is presented to you and you don't really understand the verbiage of how it's written? You don't have a listing agent there to explain it to you, so how do you figure it out? This is where you, the homeowner, are going to lean on the title company. The title company know the state contracts like the back of their hand. They're pros at it. This is what they do day in and day out. And insider secret, most realtors who do not understand the contract lean on title agencies to explain certain things to them. So don't fret that you are doing this by yourself, because you have a title company there on your side, and you also need to remember to keep your poker face on in the process and not indulge too much information about what you're willing and not willing to do, because at the end of the day, the only person representing you and looking out for you is you, the homeowner. The buyer and the buyer's agent, they care about the buyer. So they're going to ask questions and they're going to do everything that lines up in the best interest for them. So you need to do everything and line up for what is the best interest for you. I hope you found this information helpful and insightful. Go ahead and check the link below. I do have a website that's up if you would like to learn how I can help you, the homeowner, to sell your home on your own with absolute confidence. I have a passion for this. I believe every homeowner should be selling their home on their own, because it is not hard, it is not overly complicated, it is easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I promise you, there is a There are steps, predetermined steps that you just need to follow. There's variances in between them, but with a little bit of guidance, you'll get through it just fine. And you can save yourselves tens of thousands of dollars by doing it on your own. I will see you in the next video.